I want to thank all my family, my friends, former teammates, Claire Boroff and Larry Jacobson are here. Some of my former players, Todd Brown and Don Johnson. I haven't seen any of the others, but if you're here, I'm glad you're here. I want to say a special thank you to the committee members. I realize that something like this takes some time and effort, and we appreciate it. Many thanks to Jim Runstrom for all the work that he did in organizing this celebration. And thanks to an assistant of mine that was a very vital part of my coaching career, and that's Paul Dunikaki, who drove up here from Fairbury. I appreciate his presence. This all started back in 1949 when my brother Harry drove me down here to the library at Kearney State Teachers College and had me fill out an application to enroll here in the fall of 1949. I was a 17-year-old scared to death. Thank you, Harry and Martha, for what you've done. During my freshman year, my mother got a letter from the Dean of Men. I still have that letter. It's dated March 31st, 1950. And it says, your son is making satisfactory progress in his coursework with these exceptions. Music appreciation, D. English, D. Rural ed course, D. Mom was not happy. Never wanted to waste paper. She turned that over, wrote me a letter on the back. It reads, "This is it. Those grades better improve. I don't know what you do down there, but I know when you come home you don't study." And she went on for a while. Then, down at the bottom she wrote, "P.S. If you're coming home this weekend, bring the angel food cake pan." Message, and my grades improved. Being short of money, why, I took some rural ed courses and was able to get a teaching certificate at the age of 18 and go out and teach in a one-room country school. I should go back and apologize to those students. When I returned from the service in 1955, Coach Alan Zickman was the new football coach. He took a group of young, talented athletes and a few of us older veterans and molded us into a winning team. Thank you, Coach Zickman, for giving that opportunity to play for you. It was a real pleasure, and it's funny how circumstances can change the direction of your life. If I hadn't been drafted into the Army, I would have graduated by 1954. And so I never would have met Coach Zickman, nor would I have met my wife, Elaine. And at this time I want to pay tribute to her. She's a talented artist, and she stuck by me while I was moving around coaching, and raised 3 boys, and her brother Randy came to live with us in 1966, and Randy quarterbacked 2 of my state championship teams. And so there was a real bonus in taking him. Although when he moved to live with us, he weighed about 98 to 100 pounds. And there wasn't a lot of promise there. But our 3 sons, Jerry, Stan, and Brad, are here, and they had the good fortune of having me as their biology teacher and football coach. They survived, and I appreciate them being here. They gave us a lot of thrills watching them compete. So I use the metaphor that I feel like when you walk down the road and you see a turtle on the top of a fence post, you know he didn't get up there by himself. I feel like that turtle.